Hello, people on the internet. The Rocket 360 here, and I'm back for another movie news for you guys. So I know this news came out like I don't know a day ago or a week ago. I'm actually a bit late for the party for this, but honestly, I don't really care to be honest. I actually want to make a video like this and stuff. But anyways, if you guys been following my channel since the beginning, if you guys already know, am a huge fan of the Fast and the Furious movie. If you guys hear a fan in the background, I do apologize, but I love Fast and the Furious when I was a kid and stuff. I enjoy all of them and stuff. My favorite one has to be the fifth one and stuff. And yeah, lately after Furious 7, the movies literally fell off. Ever since Brian O'Connor is no longer part of the family and stuff. Yeah, lately Fast and Furious hasn't been good, especially without Paul Walker and stuff. And people were not a fan like how they move away from the street race and they focus on the Mission Impossible type of movie, like more like a spy thriller movies. But yeah, I can actually understand what people are talking about, like how they just move away from the street race and stuff. And people would have preferred they brought back the street race and stuff, and make the movies popular again. But I guess it is what it is, But hey, I'm glad they're bringing that back for the new Fast and Furious movie, Fast X Part 2. I don't know how they explain that, especially that ending in Fast X Part 1, if you have to remember that ending. But anyway, we're not going to discuss about that and stuff. But yeah, I still enjoy the movies, what they are and stuff, so I do enjoy Fate of the Furious and Hobbs and Shaw, F9, and oh yeah, and even Fact X, I enjoy that too and stuff. So the movies are just entertaining, the joy stuff. The ones that they came out after Furious 7. But as for the rest of the movies, those ones were like the best ones stuff. Like the first one, the second one, and Tokyo Drift. The fourth one has to be the most underrated movie of all time. The fifth one has to be my favorite one. I do enjoy 6, 7 has to be the best movie. Well, the second place best movie. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about like which one of my favorite movies. So today, what we're talking about is like the idea of Brian O'Connor coming back for the Fast and Furious movie. And so, if you guys saw the video, Vin Diesel confirmed that the movie will be about street race and it'll be filming, and I guess in Los Angeles or that's where they actually filmed the movie. I think it was Los Angeles. They said. Well, I think that's where they mostly filmed the movie, but I could be wrong and stuff. But that's where they're gonna be filming, where it all started and stuff. So they're bringing back the street race and stuff, which gonna bring back a lot of nostalgia and stuff. So it's confirmed to be the last Fast and Furious movie. So they're gonna go out with a bang and stuff. But hopefully they'll explain what actually happened in the end of Fast X Part 1. Because you guys remember on Fast X Part 1, you know what? I don't feel like explaining. You guys have to watch the movie for yourself or just watch it on YouTube, like the clip and stuff. But anyways, so Vin Diesel confirmed that that Brian O'Connor is coming back for the franchise and stuff. And yes, Brian O'Connor, he was the face of the Fast and Furious, and in first and second movie. Keep in mind, like they made Fast and Furious just for Paul Walker and stuff, because that was his movie, because Paul Walker is Fast and Furious to us and stuff, because it was his movie. But I guess things changed and stuff, because it became Vin Diesel's movie instead, like ever since Fast and Furious 2009 came out and stuff. So it was mostly a Vin Diesel movie instead of a Paul Walker movie and stuff. So technically, like they actually made Dom Toretto the main character instead of Brian O'Connor. But anyways, like let's get to the point right now and stuff. So yeah, so Vin Diesel did confirm that Brian O'Connor's coming back and stuff, and yeah, there's literally a video of it. He literally confirmed it in the stage and stuff that Brian O'Connor is coming back in the Fast and Furious movie and stuff. But people are wondering, is it gonna be just a cameo or is it gonna play a big role and stuff, and how it's gonna play out and stuff. And honestly, we don't know and stuff, because here's the thing. If you guys are aware, in November 2013, Paul Walker did tragically pass away in a car accident, which his friend Roger Rodet. he was doing a charity event and stuff, and we decided to take a drive and stuff. And until you guys know what happened, it literally shocked a million people around the world. It actually shocked me because I actually grew up with Fast and Furious, and I would love Brian O'Connor, played by Paul Walker, and it actually affected me a lot seeing Paul Walker pass away and stuff. And I was curious how they're gonna finish the movie without him and stuff. So if you ever remember in Furious 7, Paul Walker did film some scenes in Furious 7, but he wasn't even done yet and stuff. So what they actually had to do is they had to reuse some clips from the previous Fast and Furious, from the 4 and 5 and 6. And also, not just that, they mostly used CGI. Basically what they did, they actually got his brother Cody, and they actually CGI his face to look like Paul Walker and stuff. And yes, CGI was actually a bit weird because the CGI haven't advanced yet and stuff, so they have to use what they have to use and stuff. So and yeah, there was some angle it just looked odd and stuff. I mean hell, there are literally some scenes you can barely tell which one's Paul Walker, which one's Cody and stuff. I mean, yes, granted, in the end of the movie, which was a beautiful ending, yeah, you can tell the ending when Brian O'Connor was driving the Toyota Supra Mark IV, the white one, which is, fun fact, that's literally actually his actual car in real life. But in that scene, if you actually look at his face, it looks odd. So that was obviously Cody right there. So that CGI was literally odd and stuff. So anyway, so people are curious, are they gonna CGI Paul Walker again, or they're gonna get a new actor that looks like Paul Walker? Well, honestly, if you guys are aware, AI's been advanced ever since the 2000 and stuff. Well, not the 2000, the 2010, the 2020 errors and stuff. So in the 2020 era, AI has been advancing and stuff. I think AI first made debut in 2021. I could be wrong, or 2022. I'm not sure. So AI's been taking over and stuff. And people that are not fan of the AIs and stuff, especially how been handling things, big people for the real artists and stuff. But honestly, AI is getting more advanced and stuff. So if Universal Studios are gonna use AI on Paul Walker, and keep in mind there are AI voices of Paul Walker and stuff. Literally, I've seen some on Instagram and stuff. So I think there's the potential that they might use AI and stuff. Now, here's the thing: some people find it disrespectful and stuff, and I do definitely agree and stuff. This actually is a bit disrespectful because they're marketing. This whole movie is going to be marketing a dead friend and stuff, a person that passed away in November 13, 2013. Because keep in mind, Paul Walker, did die in a car accident and stuff, and they decided to CGI his likeness in Furious 7. Yeah, I get it. They did it to finish up his movie and stuff. And here's the thing: they did it just to write his character out of the movie and stuff. It was a good send off to his character and stuff. And yeah, they continued the franchise without him and stuff. It was a beautiful send-off to the character and stuff. And again, I cannot understand why they made the decision to CGI his character, because he did film some scene in Furious 7, so they decided to CGI some scene that he never filmed and write his character out permanently and stuff. That's what they did and stuff. But it was a good decision, to write his character out, but they decided to bring his character back, which is gonna ruin the whole the whole moment in Furious 7. But people are wondering if they're gonna get a new actor or CGI face. Like I said, this seems disrespectful and stuff because I don't know if his family are okay with this and stuff. They're probably gonna pay him a lot of money. Well, they're probably gonna pay Cody a lot of money and stuff. So I think that Vin Diesel literally had to talk to Paul Walker family if this is okay with this and stuff, because I'm not sure if this is gonna be okay and stuff, because they're literally they're what I'm trying to say, they're literally marketing a movie of a dead person that died almost I think 10 or 11 or 12 years ago. I think it was 12 years ago he actually passed away and stuff. That's really crazy and stuff. Time flies by. Well, I mean, it seems like forever and stuff, but you know what I mean. honestly, like I think it's better just not to include his character in the movie. And yet, I get it. This is the finale and stuff, but so what role he's gonna play? Some people are like theorizing they're just gonna bring his character just to kill him off and stuff. Let's keep in mind, Paul Walker did pass away in real life, but his character is still alive in the Fast and the Furious movie. I mean, he made a cameo. Well, not really a cameo. I mean, the Nissan Skyline R34 he drove in the fourth movie made a cameo in F9 in the end of the movie and stuff, but we never saw him and stuff. I mean, we saw like a reused clip from Fast 5 and F9 and stuff, which it was a nice trivia and stuff. It was nice to see him in the big screen one last time, even though it was just a reused clip. Well, even though I never saw like Fast 5 in theaters, but it's still one of my favorite movies of all time and stuff. But yeah, like I said, they do mention the character Brian O'Connor in some movies and stuff. I mean, they reference him in Fate of the Furious and F9 and Fast X. They do actually mention his name and stuff, but his character never appeared and stuff. But yeah, anyways, but anyway, let's talk about this. So what role he's gonna play? Since they're doing the whole street race movie again, so I'm just curious. They're gonna bring his character just to kill him off. I mean, and again, some people like theorize they might just kill his character off and stuff, just write him out permanently and stuff, just to have a good send-off of his character. It could be the case and stuff, but and again, I'm not sure, because keep in mind, his character is still alive in the Fast and Furious universe and stuff. Like, and he was never killed off and stuff. He was just referenced and mentioned and stuff. But they're gonna go the route to kill his character off. We don't know and stuff. And I do hope, like, I do hope they don't go for that route. Like, if they do, like, I hope they don't just reference Paul Walker like passing in that car accident. I hope they don't reference that, because that will be more disrespectful to the character. Well, to the actor too. Mostly for the actor, but I do hope they don't kill his character off. But maybe he might actually have a big role and stuff, but we'll see. But and again, like I don't know what the plot's gonna be for this movie, because we don't know what the plot for the movie is gonna be. Like, if they're gonna bring some like the old villains back. I think what I heard, there's one rumor that the villain, I forgot his name. He was in Too Fast, Too Furious. It's the only movie that Vin Diesel was not in. Well, he was not even in Hobbs and Shaw either. But I guess if they're gonna bring his villain back, I guess it makes sense to bring back Brian O'Connor, which it makes sense from a movie's perspective. But and again, like I said, it's still disrespectful, you know, honestly. But honestly, I don't know, to be honest. But I do hope they find a way to figure out like what they're doing with his character and stuff. But like I said, I don't know if they're gonna use AI or like they're gonna like CGI like Cody's face and stuff, or get a new actor that kind of almost resemble Paul Walker and stuff. But I don't know. But honestly, we still don't know what's gonna happen in the future of the Fast and Furious and stuff. Well, for this one. We don't know if they're going to continue the franchise, because they actually confirmed, like, I think they confirmed, like, this is going to be the last one, because here's the thing. Vin Diesel did say this is going to be his last movie and stuff, but, like, I remember, like, Vin Diesel say, like, they might do spin-offs or some other stuff, but, I highly doubt it, because they might get canceled and stuff. I don't know. But there are some rumors going on that, a Hobbs movie might be in the development, or some character might get their own spin-off. But I don't know, who knows and stuff. But I guess we'll see what actually happens next and stuff. And again, I don't know who's going to be coming back for this movie. I mean, I think Gal Gadot's character is going to come back. She was teased in Fast X Part 1. And they actually got Dwayne Johnson to play Hobbs again and stuff. Which I guess they actually convinced him to come back, because since Black Adam bomb at the box office. But I don't know about Jason Momoa. like, I think Jason Momoa decided not to come back for the movie and stuff, because especially how Vin Diesel was acting and stuff. So I guess Jason Momoa just wanted nothing to do with this franchise and stuff. But who knows? But we'll see what actually happened and stuff. So are they gonna like CGI Paul Walker, or use AI, or just get a new actor and stuff? I don't know. I guess we'll see and stuff. I guess we'll find out 2 times to tell and stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Love and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. So bye.